Okay, got a little unboxing here, a vintage knife. Vintage will always be cool, right? Kind of no matter what you're into, you know, vintage knives, vintage cars, you know, antique stores all over the country. Maybe, I don't know, what's something that is uncool vintage? I don't know. So this is an eBay find of a knife that I like. Got into this knife a few months back. A buddy of mine sent one to me for sharpening. Sharpen it up for him. It is this right here. So we've got this leather sheath. I don't know how old this particular one is. There's no dating. It's got an old musty leather smell. Snap closure, but I think this leather's in great condition. And this is the knife. This is the Old Timer 150T, the Deerslayer. What a cool blade. Full flat grind. Is this one actually sharp? Nah, of course not. I always expect a used knife to be dull, and you should too. But it's just a really neat design. 1095 steel on all these vintage old timers. The saw cut Delrin handles. And it says Schrade USA 15OT there up at the thumb ramp. No text or stamping on this side of the blade, and then Old Timer here on that shield. 3 pins. Very nice. I'm pretty pleased with the condition of this knife. No rust spots, not tons and tons of scratches, but really cool. Very cool hunting and outdoors knife. So Old Timer still makes this knife if you're interested. You can get it for a little over $30, I think, on Amazon. I'll link it in the description of this video. Let me get it out and show it to you here. Why not? We'll do a little comparison. Okay. So let's start with how it sits and appears in the sheath. Excuse me. Here we go. So the sheath on the vintage one seems to be a hair longer, unless I'm just like holding it stupidly. Nope, it's a hair longer. Interesting. Why? Who knows? I am really impressed with the leather quality on the current production Old Timer sheath. Look how, I mean, that's nice and thick compared to the vintage one. I do think this is high quality leather. Even on other Old Timer knives like this Sharp Finger, this is a newer Chinese manufactured. So let's open it up. Let me get the old one out here. Same size. I would say this new one is noticeably thicker on the spine for sure. And this is 7CR17 MOV steel. And this is, I said before, 1095. So that's an interesting comparison. I guess this would be 1/8 inch stock. This is probably 5/32. Don't think it's up to 3/8 of an inch. So very, very interesting. Definitely a more prominent edge grind on this, but you know, who knows how much this was sharpened. I'm obviously not the original owner, but let's say probably not too much when I try to compare the widths of the blade. They're pretty similar, so very interesting comparison. Stamping is of course different. This just says Old Timer 150T on the back. Let's see. I would say the handle scales of the Delrin are a bit thicker on this one, the Chinese model. Actually, now that I'm looking at it this way, they look... It's close. It's close, guys. It's close. Blade stock definitely thicker on the Chinese-made knife. So, pretty neat. It's just a really neat, unique design I enjoy. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hopefully you think it's cool too. Thank you for watching this unboxing video. Nice to have this vintage made in America old timer into my collection of knives here, and we'll see you on the next video.